Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Scorpio, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Scorpio, let's get started. So far, we do have the Two of Cups. For some of you, you could be connecting with a Cancer specifically. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, so they might just have that within their chart. But how does Scorpio currently view this relationship? How does Scorpio currently view this relationship? All right, Scorpio. So we do have the Two of Cups. We do have the Hierophant, as well as the King of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Taurus strongly as well. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Empress, the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, that's nice. With the 10 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups, and then we also have the Strength card out here. Okay, I like this energy though, coming from you, Scorpio. So I want to focus on you first, and then we'll jump over to your person, because I feel like this is your person's energy. I don't necessarily feel like this is your energy, but with the Empress to the 7 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups, so the Strength card, it kind of looks like you recently decided to start putting yourself first. So for a while, it looks like you've been putting this person first, as well as your relationship with them first. But it kind of looks like you recently decided to not do that anymore, as far as like prioritize them and your relationship with them is concerned. I'm not entirely sure why you're not prioritizing them and your relationship with them, anymore. This to me feels like an energy of somebody who's very focused on their growth, their expansion, their finances, their career, your business if you have one, your overall happiness, things of that nature. But I kind of want to see why you recently decided to start putting yourself first. Let's see what's going on. All right. We have the 8 of Cups. We got the 6 of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. And then we also have the 3 of Pentacles. I want to clarify this 8 of Cups, because I feel like this 8 of Cups is going to tell me exactly why you decided to stop prioritizing them and your relationship with them. It kind of looks like you were once upon a time making this person, as well as your relationship with them, your main focus / priority, to the point where you put a lot of other things on the back burner, like your goals, your happiness, things of that nature. But kind of looks like you're deciding to not do that anymore. So let's see why. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups for Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, we got the 10 of Swords. We also have the 8 of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. So one of the reasons why I feel like you stopped prioritizing them in your relationship with them, and you started prioritizing other things like yourself, your career, your business if you have one, your education, things of that nature, has a lot to do with the fact that this relationship that you were prioritizing was bringing in a lot of unhappiness into your life, as well as pain and disappointment. Now, even though this relationship was bringing in a lot of like unhappiness and pain and disappointment and heartache, I don't see you actually leaving this person. I just see you choosing to just not prioritize them anymore, to not make them your main focus anymore. But I don't see you actually leaving this person. So, as to why you're choosing to remain with this person when this dynamic between the two of you is causing you to feel this way, that I don't know. Maybe you're not ready to walk away just yet. Maybe you're not ready to say goodbye just yet. That's definitely a possibility. But it's interesting because it's as if, it's kind of as if the moment you decide to not prioritize them and your relationship with them anymore, we kind of see them all of a sudden deciding to prioritize you and their relationship with you, and put you, on a pedestal, as well as their relationship with you on a pedestal, as well as first in their life. So I don't know, maybe once upon a time this person was putting you and their relationship with you at the, on the back burner. Maybe they were constantly putting you last. That's a possibility. But it's interesting how, life works sometimes, because the moment you decide that's it, I'm done, I'm not going to prioritize them anymore, I'm not going to like focus on them anymore, or put them on a pedestal anymore, is like the moment they decide to, start treating you right and showing up in this dynamic the way that, you've been showing up in this dynamic, is basically what I'm getting. Okay, fair enough. Now let's jump over to them and see what else we can get here. Okay, how does this person currently view this relationship with Scorpio. I see. This person's noticing a significant change / shift within your energy. And with the Three of Swords coming out here, they don't like it. 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 With the Knight of Pentacles coming out here, I am definitely getting that this person's going to find themselves walking a very fine line within this dynamic that they basically share with you. In other words, you know, they're not going to find themselves giving you 99 reasons to like up and leave them. They're not going to turn around and give you reasons to like get upset with them. You know, things of that nature is basically what I'm getting. And I feel like the only reason why they're showing up in this dynamic in this manner has a lot to do with the fact that there's a drastic shift, you know, transpiring within you. And they can obviously tell that there is a drastic shift transpiring within you. In other words, you're not the same. You're not the same. You're not the same. And they could definitely tell / notice that you're just not the same. You're not the same. Okay. And it is definitely worrying them and concerning them. It might cause this person to feel like you're losing interest in them or love for them. But let's jump back over to you, my friend. How does Scorpio currently feel about this relationship? Okay. So we have the 7 of Cups. We have the 10 of Swords. Ooh. And then we also have the Empress. There's a whole lot of reflecting going on here on your behalf. It's like you're reflecting back on all of the stuff this person has ever put you through. And you find yourself questioning, why are you still with them? And like I said, I was kind of getting that, right? It's like I was getting an energy of you deciding to not prioritize them anymore, make them your main, you know, focus anymore. But we didn't necessarily get an energy of you actually leaving them. We didn't get that, but we do see you questioning, why are you still even with this person? It's not like you need them for absolutely anything, because you're not the type of person that needs a man or a woman for absolutely anything. And the reason why I say that is because you're coming across as an Empress. So you're clearly somebody who could do bad all by yourself. You don't need this person for absolutely anything. You don't. But you find yourself questioning, why are you even still with them? Okay. All right. Let's jump back over to them. How does this person currently feel about this relationship? Let's see what's going on. So we do have the Knight of Cups. We do have the 3 of Cups. And then we have the 9 of Swords. This doesn't even feel like your person's energy, and it doesn't feel like yours either. This does feel like your person's energy, but this over here does not feel like your person's energy, and it doesn't feel like your energy. This person might have like a close family member, a close friend. Ask them if they're okay. I am specifically getting that. This person that you're currently connecting with is under a lot of stress. I'm getting a lot of worry and concern. Not entirely sure why this person's so stressed out and or worried and concerned. Of course, it could have a lot to do with their relationship with you and this drastic shift that they're noticing within you and your energy, because you're not the same. You're not the same. You're not the same. You're not you know, the same person that you used to be, you know, towards them is basically what I'm getting. So they're very worried and concerned. We're obviously going to look a little bit more into why they're so worried and concerned, but more of the story is that your person's worried and concerned, and people around them can definitely notice that this person's very worried and or stressed out about something. And I do see somebody close to them asking them like, hey, are you okay? Like, you just kind of seem a little stressed out, a little worried and concerned. Everything okay? You okay? You all right? All right. Okay, tell me more about the 9 of Swords. Tell me more about the 9 of Swords. All right. So we have the 2. Yeah, you're not the same. You are so not the same. It's like a night and day type of situation here with you, Scorpio. It's like you go from harnessing Queen of Cups energy to Three of Wands energy. So let's talk about it. You know, with the Queen of Cups coming out here, that's kind of telling me once upon a time, you are very loving and affectionate towards this person. Queen of Cups can definitely represent like a very clingy energy too. It's not a judgmental thing. It is what it is. Maybe you were once upon a time extremely clingy to this person. You know, maybe you were the type of person that wanted to spend every waking moment with them, and now you can't, you know, you just can't wait to get away from them now. You know what I mean? It could be that simple. But yeah, it's like you go from this to this. It's like a switch. You know what I mean? It's a complete switch is what we're seeing here within you and your energy. You know, now you've become very withdrawn, very distant. You're not that loving and affectionate towards this person like you used to be. Now you're in this energy of, you know, somebody who doesn't even want to be around them when, you know, back then that was never the case. That was never the deal. Now you just can't wait to get away from this one, basically. And that does have them very worried and very concerned. I don't see them expressing all of this to you, though. No, I don't see them expressing all of this to you. It's something that, you know, this person's choosing to kind of keep to themselves. Not surprised. I mean, your person is showing up as a King of Pentacles, so they do harness masculine energy. Masculine energies are just kind of known for keeping a lot of things to themselves, you know. But let's look at the Three of Cups. Tell me more about the Three of Cups, please. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. Okay, so we have, we have the Tower. We have the Tower to the Eight of Swords. Not only is this person worried and concerned, but like I said, they're under like a great deal of stress. And it is due to everything that's going on between the two of you. With the Tower coming out here, it's an energy of them essentially thinking, believing, as well as feeling like their relationship with you is coming to an end. It's also an energy of them thinking, believing, and feeling like this relationship between the two of you is falling apart. And with the Eight of Swords coming out here, they don't know what to do about it. It's like this person's hands are tied, you know? They don't know what to say and or do. They don't know what to say and or do. Okay, so we got the Eight of Wands. And then we also have the Emperor. Well, they're lying to them. Them as in whoever this individual and or group of people is to them. This could be, you know, their family members asking them, hey, are you okay? Everything okay? Or this could be just a friend. Or like a group of people that they're friends with that are asking them, hey, are you okay? You seem kind of stressed out. You seem kind of, you know, worried. Are you okay? Everything okay? I do feel like this person that you're currently connecting with is going to turn around and lie to this person and or people. Yeah, no, everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. When everything is obviously not good. But yeah, I feel like this person is going to lie to these people. Or this person. And tell them, oh yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine over here. Yeah, everything's great. Everything's great. Scorpio and I, we're great. You know, everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's great. When obviously everything's not great. But, you know, then there's that. What actions? Wait, let me get a good shuffle in. What actions will Scorpio take towards this person or moving forward? All right. We have the King of Cups. We got the Knight of Swords. And then we also have the Six of Cups. Okay. I do see this person eventually calling you out. Okay, so just get ready for that, honey. Just get ready for that. I do see them eventually calling you out on this drastic shift that has taken place here on your behalf. So yeah, they will call you out. They will definitely confront you. Why the sudden change, Scorpio? Why the sudden change? You know, I just kind of feel like this person, you know, like I said, just kind of feels like you could be potentially losing love for them. You could be potentially losing interest in them. And they just want to know why the sudden change? Why the sudden change? Why aren't you loving? Why aren't you affectionate? You know, why don't you want to spend time with them anymore? Why have you been so distant as of lately? What's going on? Talk to me, you know. It's like they're very determined to get down to the bottom of why you've been so you know, distant as of lately. What actions? All right, so we have the Page of Swords. We have the Hermit. Yeah. Yep. This is them, like I said, just kind of noticing this 180 that's transpiring here within you, and they're trying to figure out why, though. Like, what did I say? What did I do, you know, to make you so distant and withdrawn, Scorpio? It's like this person's really trying to figure it out. They're really trying to figure it out. And this person obviously knows there's only one way to figure it out, or, well, there's only one way to find out is what I meant to say, which would be to just outright confront you, you know, and call you out on it and just ask you straight up, like, why the sudden change, Scorpio? Why the sudden change? It's like they realize you've became more and more and more and more and more withdrawn and distant from them. And they just want to know why. They just want to know why. They just want to understand, like, what's causing you to be this way, you know, towards them. Now, I don't see you taking any sort of action or anything like that, you know, in their direction. I mean, from the looks of it, you know, this person is perceiving you as somebody who has been very withdrawn, very to yourself. You know, you've been, you know, either avoiding them or just outright keeping your distance from them. Kind of looks like that's what you've been doing according to them and how they're looking at you. So no, I don't see you taking action in their direction, you know, whatsoever. But I feel like this person would like to know why. Why aren't you loving and affectionate towards them, and why have you been so distant? So get ready, because this person's about to call you out on the way that you've been acting as of lately towards them. Okay? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.